Thank you. Fox 4 learning more about the criminal history of Sean Harris. He's the man accused of killing Deputy Elijah Ming last Saturday.
Harris remains behind bars on a capital murder charge. The issue, should he still have been behind bars on the day of the shooting based on his prior criminal record? Fox 4's Hannah King joins us near the growing memorial in honor of Deputy Ming at the Wyandotte County Sheriff's Office. Hannah.
Hey, John. Well, an attorney in the Metro tells me had Harris been punished fully for a violation of the offender registration, he'd likely still be in prison and likely still be behind bars this weekend, and this growing memorial might not be here.
Had Sean Harris been prosecuted, to my way of thinking properly, he would have been in prison, and he would not have been in a position where he could have killed Deputy Ming.
According to court documents, Sean Harris is accused of abusing a child in May of 2024. Garnett, Kansas PD investigated. Originally charged with 1 count of child abuse, a felony, then 2 additional counts of battery for the same instance, both misdemeanors. Months into the case, the felony case of child abuse was dismissed.
In the year 2024, Sean Harris picked up 2 different felony charges in 2 separate cases in Anderson County, Kansas. The first was failure to register as an offender under the Kansas Offender Registration Act. So what that tells me is that he had some kind of qualifying prior conviction.
And under Kansas law, required to register as an offender.
There was a charge filed against him indicating or alleging that he had not registered as required. Then he picks up a charge of abuse of a child in Anderson County. That case in and of itself, if convicted, would have carried up to 136 months in prison because of his prior criminal record. The failure to register crime would have carried up to 46 months in prison, right off the top of my head, due to his prior criminal record.
James Spees, a criminal defense attorney, shares his thoughts.
What I understand is that the child abuse case went to a preliminary hearing, but he was not bound over for trial on child abuse. He was, the judge did not find probable cause. And so he was facing 2 misdemeanors in that case. In a plea agreement, he pleaded guilty to those 2 misdemeanors, and the state agreed to dismiss the offender registration violation. Charged him in March, he failed to report in February.
But it was dismissed.
It says he failed to report a job change. Yeah, it looks like it was just time served. 208 days he served in jail.
And for the 2 counts of battery, time served.
I announced the filing of charges.
7 months later, he's accused of killing a Kansas deputy.
And based on that criminal history, if a prosecutor in Anderson County had insisted upon a guilty plea to the offender registration, he would have been looking at prison. He would have been looking up to 46 months in prison. And even if they'd cut him some sort of plea deal where maybe they reduced the amount of time, likely he would have been in prison instead of shooting Deputy Ming.
But in this instance, And Harris, over a decade ago, picked up a robbery charge here in Wyandotte County. He did spend a decade in prison. Spees says even then his criminal history was already at the highest it could be. He, again, was sent to prison for over 10 years. And as of today, Sean Harris is not listed on the KBI's public offender registry. We emailed the Garnett police to get a little bit more background into his criminal history. As far as Harris's history, we were referred to the county prosecutor's office. We reached out to the Anderson County prosecutor's office for comment. We have not heard back. John.